Hello there! In this video I'm gonna show you how to animate the clock inside Keynote. My name is Ahmed and this is the Lazy Channel! Let's go! First, let's open up Keynote, go to File, New, and choose the basic white template. And in order to get rid of all the elements, I'm gonna select them all and hit Backspace. Now let's bring in our first element, which is the circle. I'll go to Shape, Circle, and then enlarge the circle. And in order to make it a perfect circle, I'm gonna hit the Shift button while I'm scaling it. And I can also hit the Shift and Option key to make it scaled from the center. That's good. I'll go to Format, Style, and change the color. I'll give it this color, for instance, red. The next step is to draw our dashes. We will need the help of the ruler. I'll hit Command and R to bring the ruler. And this is to identify the center of the circle. I'll drag the first guide like this and make sure it's at 50% in the center. The same thing from above to the center. Now you can see that the four corners are matching the guidelines. Now I'll go to Shape and go to Line. I'll hit Shift and drag it that way. Now I'll go to View, Guides, and hide the guides. I'll position it here and make it a bit smaller. That's our first dash. I can make it thicker from here, from Format, Style. I can make it thicker. I can change the color to, let's say, white. That's our first dash. In order to make a duplicate, I'll hit Shift and Option and start dragging. Now I have another copy. Now let's make them together in one group. And I'll make a duplicate, place it at the same level, and go to Format, Arrange, and then go to 90 degrees. Now I have the four main dashes. Now it's time to do the other dashes. I'll bring in another line, position it here, make it smaller, and position it on the right corner. And make a duplicate on the left, select both of them and change the color to white. I'll right click and make them group. Now I can rotate at a certain angle of 30 degrees. I'll make a duplicate, position it at the same point, and then start rotating again at 60 degrees. Make a duplicate, position it at the same point, and then rotate it at 160 degrees, make a duplicate, and so on. Now I have all the dashes and the four main dashes. It's time to draw our main arrows, and for that I'm gonna bring back the guides. I'll go to Shape and select Arrow. I'll position it here. I'll make it white, make it a little bigger from here. You can choose from any other shape. However, I'm gonna stick with the triangle arrow. I'll go make a duplicate, position it at the same point, and then make the bigger one. That's the minutes. And this is our hours. I can position it like this from this point. Go to View, Guides, and hide our guides. Now we no longer need them. You can always make some adjustments using the mouse, or you can use the arrow keys on your keyboard. And for us to start animating the arrow, I wanted to rotate along the circle. So I will select the arrow, go to the Animate panel, Build In, Build Out, and Action. So I will go to Action, Add Effect, and then go to rotate. You see, the arrow is actually rotating around its own center, and it's rotating counterclockwise. So we can change this from here. However, for the center, we're gonna have to do a trick. This trick includes making a duplicate of the arrow, positioning it at the very same point, go to Format, Arrange, and then flip vertical. I'll drag it to the other side, just like this. Go to Format, Style, and then bring down the transparency a little bit. Ideally, we should bring the transparency to 0. However, what I'm gonna do is just have it a little bit showing so that you understand what's happening here. Now I'll select both arrows, right-click, and make a group. By doing this, we tricked Keynote into knowing that the center point is actually here. I'll go to Animate Action and then Rotate clockwise, and there we go. It's rotating perfectly. Now I'm going to change the angle from 45 into 359 degrees. Let's play and see. Amazing. I can play with the duration a little bit. I'll make it 5 seconds. Very good. And I'm gonna edit the acceleration to none so that it looks more natural. Now I'm gonna do the same thing for this hours arrow. I'll make a duplicate, go to Format, Arrange, flip it horizontally, drag it on the other side. Hours arrow, I'll make a duplicate. I'm just gonna perfect it a little bit by using the arrows, yeah. Then going to Style, bring down the opacity to, let's say, 6%, selecting both arrows and group. Animate it by going to Animate, Action, and Rotate. Make it clockwise. Change the angle. I'll bring the build order in order to see our animation in sequence. Hit preview. You can see this one is rotating all the way for 5 seconds, and this one rotates after. So I'm gonna click on this one and make it with build. And let's see. Very good. However, our hours arrow is moving faster than the minutes. So I'm gonna click on this one. It's already 5 seconds, so I'm gonna do the same thing here. I'm gonna click on this one and make the duration 5 seconds as well. And I hit preview. Very good. They're both taking the same duration, which is 5 seconds to rotate. Now, in order to get rid of those not transparent arrows, I'm gonna double click to enter the group, go to Format, and then bring the opacity to 0. Double click again here, go to Format and opacity 0. I'll hit play and see. Now I can make it faster, 3 seconds, 3 seconds. Go to play again and hit space and see. Now it's faster in 3 seconds. And if you want to know how to export this video on a transparent background to use anywhere you want, please check my other video about the Alpha channel. I hope you found this video helpful, and if you did, please support humble artists like me and hit the subscribe button.